Yeah, that'll be a good one.
Alright, put it on airplane mode. So for fucking Christ, nothing should be walking through there. I don't even know what I look like, and I don't care. Right here with it. What's up? Rolling.
It's rolling?
It's rolling. I mean, it's always rolling. I mean, it's.
Now hold on.
I have to push it. Yeah.
Do you still have that clip from out there, where you're just gonna throw it at the beginning of every video, or how are we doing that?
I was just gonna use that for the one.
Well, okay. Isn't that what you wanted to do though? Like for the thousand subscriber challenge part? I can't even fucking talk about that.
He hasn't even had a beer yet.
You okay?
That's such a hard phrase for me
Okay,
to say. I
pal?
don't know why.
You say it every.
Subscriber.
No, but I fumbled it. I fumbled it once or twice.
So what I want to do, yes, but I want it to be better because I want to do a voiceover with it, and I want to do a promo, like a little video we'll throw in and have it be someone like showing the shirt, someone scrolling on their phone on the app to pull up their workout on Trainerize.
Okay.
And kind of do like that. And then like a quick clip of like one of us coaching somebody. Like, it could be you coaching me, I don't give a fuck. Something like that. So for today, we'll do it as we normally do it. But yes, I definitely want to do it.
Okay.
I just don't like
That's what I was getting at. Like, are we still going to do that?
I know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I can't help it. This thing won't stop.
I've noticed.
Do
It's been on.
you want some Adderall?
I fucking need some, dude.
It's been on overdrive lately.
Seriously. Yeah, shit, my wife's a psychiatrist. She says I have ADD, so. But it keeps the creative juices flowing, so.
It's true.
There's the power. Thank you.
Good and bad.
You done? Honestly, when you take the Adderall, it doesn't stop the creative juices.
Good.
It just kind of.
Meaty
I don't know.
Alright, now do it.
Yeah.
That's 2 C's right there.
Nice.
Yeah, 2 C's. Honestly, we can start the episode this way. I don't care.
Just feeling you up.
Yeah,
feeling
just start
the
me
quad.
just grabbing my quad.
I'm gonna start this now.
All right.
You guys
Just
ready?
Grab my quad.
Let's do it.
Well, hi.
Hello.
All right, just pop it in. 1, 2, 3.
There we go.
Oh man. So, craft. Not today.
Bud Light, Nectar of the Gods.
Nectar of the gods sitting on their John Deeres and football Sundays.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Not wrong with it at all.
Time and place.
Yeah. So hey y'all.
Such as right now.
How y'all doing?
King of the Hill, baby.
Yeah, I know it's been probably a couple weeks since I've actually been on it. We actually based on our scheduling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually been a while since I've been on it. So hey, how y'all doing? Yeah, schedules just haven't been able to line up, so we've been having a good time with that. Well, I've been having a great time interviewing, and I've just been watching.
Just been waiting.
We've thought of you though. We've been thinking about you.
I've been thinking you too.
Thinking about you.
Anyway, I'm back. Hi.
All right, guys. Well, we're here for another episode of Beers and Bells, and I lost count, but I think this is going to be 26. But
Sounds about right.
if we get it wrong, you can comment below and correct me and
This
increase
is
our
a-
engagement.
Yep, this is the one after the last one.
This is the one after the last one. Yeah.
The one after the
before
last
the
one.
next one.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're gonna play around a little bit today and have some fun. We're gonna do a shorter episode. Want to see what you guys think about that. So please feel free to comment below, give us some feedback on that. And,
Or we'll just text you directly, being like, "Watch this. Tell me what you think."
bingo. Yeah, we'll
You
hit
know who
up.
you are, John.
Yeah.
So like, we'll be all right
Our most loyal viewer
at this point. Yeah.
Seriously. So, but yeah, guys, we just want to obviously remind you about.
The 1,000 subscriber challenge.
Yes,
That
he
was
said
a
it
poor-
right.
Just
that was a
try
poorly
saying that
timed
10
sip.
times.
It was.
Try saying that 10 times fast, and it gets challenging.
1,000 subscriber
Fine,
channel. Okay, I'll do it later.
So, anyways, with this challenge, once we hit that 1,000 subscriber number, we will pick 5 of you guys to win 3 very important prizes. One of which is the shirt that I'm wearing right now,
Oh, not mine today.
showing the purpose. Second one being 5 free personal training sessions, whether that's in person or on Zoom or what have you, where we basically go over exercises that are tailored towards your goals, and from there, after those 5 sessions, because we want to get to know you first before we make the 3-month program. So that's the third thing. So first one's the shirt, second one's the training sessions, in person or on Zoom. Third one is the program from what we see in those 5 training sessions. So keep hitting that button.
Heck yeah, keep hitting that button, hit that like button, and
Nailed it.
feel free to share it with people you think would find this valuable. So,
Which is everyone.
Which is everyone.
Which is everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone is going to share it with everyone.
Yeah, I would argue, especially today, because it's this is
Did I make
good,
that clear?
actionable advice that we're going to give you today. Good
I was a little
actionable
worried.
content. So so today we're going to talk about the morning routine, and you guys want me to go first, or
No, actually, you know what? I kind of want to go first.
Go first, baby. Let's
So
go.
we're talking about like our normal morning routines that we do for ourselves, and really, not so much our morning routines. Like we'll give you a quick peek into our own, but like just how truly important it is. Like so for myself, I've been struggling over just to keep my routine. So I don't know if we mentioned like our gym closed, so it's been more of an influx of clients and kind of threw everything for a loop. And so it's finding that new routine, which truthfully I've just been struggling with. I've actually taken upon myself to write down literally like step by step to try to be able to hammer down what routine would be best for me. It's still new. I don't even have it off the top of my head at the second, but it's been a few days and honestly it's feeling even better. And just DeMarco's going to be mentioning it as well. We'll talk about the books after we kind of go through our own.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have similar actually all three of us have similar tactics into win the day, which is what from one of the books we'll talk about later.
Craig Ballantyne.
Yep. I forgot what the book is, but I'll talk about that later.
The Perfect Day Formula.
Yeah, thank you. That's what it was. Just started. It's my first one, believe me. But it's this one thing I have learned personally, at least over COVID, and you guys have as well. That God, if you don't have a routine, what are you doing? Because routines lead to goals, and goals lead to what you want. So it's just a map. At least that's why I've kind of been approaching it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that's mine. So that's my quick little morning jaunt.
I like it.
Yeah.
Sean, you're up.
Yeah, I mean, obviously everything that's said here works for us. Doesn't necessarily mean it will work for you, but it kind of all from like one umbrella approach is to, in my opinion, too. Yeah, find a routine. I feel like there's a very few amount of people that can kind of just wake up with no plan whatsoever and then still quote unquote win the day.
Yeah.
Some people just like that because they'll go.
I know a few people that can do that. They're
Yeah.
called heiresses.
Right.
Yeah, they're called
Like they definitely
heiresses.
exist. I'm not one
Yeah.
of those people for sure.
Oh no, we're definitely not.
Yeah,
Because we're just good old common folk.
yeah. So we're definitely in the majority.
Yeah,
but
once again, their dad founded YouTube. Yeah, okay.
So what my approach is basically to like I wake up, I take the dog out, that gets me out of bed no matter what because I know that like I can't just sleep in because she has to go out. So like it gets me on my feet. Feed her, I'll eat, have my coffee, and I like to stretch because I feel like it further wakes me up and I feel more accomplished already within the first 45 minutes to an hour. Brush my teeth and all that stuff too, just like start the day right, and then it just has a ripple effect of like positive vibes moving forward. So it's like pretty vague. That's just how I do it. So like whatever you want to take out from what I do and put your own in, like it's a person by person thing. But like that's if I don't do any of that, I feel like my whole day is thrown off. If I sleep in an extra hour that I didn't want to, again, same thing, feels like it's thrown off. So
yeah, whole day's gone by 7:30. Yeah.
Right. Waking up at a certain time, 7 a.m. the latest. It used to be like 5 a.m. but
Yeah.
Training schedules has changed that since. But yeah, just staying consistent with how I start the day so that whatever comes after that just gets easier.
Yeah. So you have anything like in your routine that's like ironclad, like this must happen, or the whole routine's shot? Because personally for myself, so like I've written in, I'm just starting to remember what I've just written in that I need to wake up 2 hours before my first session, at least.
Yeah, I used to be an hour and 45 minutes before. Now it's like, I mean, my earliest session is 7 a.m. and then I have to travel for it, so I'll wake up at like, 2 hours.
Gotcha.
Yeah, just got that a little further now, but yeah, so that stays constant for sure. If I don't have a session till like noon, I'll still wake up at 7 just so I can like write up some workouts for the day and just like do stuff in bed while my girlfriend is still sleeping for another hour and a half because she works from home. So
must be nice.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'm kidding, I work.
Yeah. So that's ironclad if you want to look at
Late
that for
every
sure.
day.
But everyone's routine is different, and what works for me, like I said, may not work for you, but the same idea, like find what works and just stick with it.
Yeah. How about yourself, Marco? Because you've been routine for more than I have.
I listened to yours from previously, and I'm just like, I can't even imagine doing that during the morning.
Yeah,
Like,
it's tough.
Yeah,
I
you do
mean,
a lot.
I'll definitely admit something, Brad, after I give you the rundown. But yeah, that's one thing I really wanted to do was and we were talking about Craig Ballantyne earlier, The Perfect Day Formula. So it was his book, it was Bedros Koulian's Man Up, and then Charles Duhigg's The Power of Habit. Those three books I kind of took the knowledge out of those and tried to kind of put them all together, tried to create a morning routine that's more habitual. It actually was cool the other day, yesterday, I was driving to work and I had that vitamins moment where I couldn't remember if I did the routine or not, and I did, but it was so automatic, barely remember doing it. It was kind of cool. Like, did I take my vitamins or not?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
That daily, yeah. So it was cool. It was great. And I was like, oh, yeah, I did do it because I took a moment to remember it. So that was cool. It was just automatic. I just kind of went through the motions. But yeah, so when the shutdown happened, just like you guys, I was stressed out. I was anxious. I was really depressed for a little while. And, missed you guys. I was, this show actually kind of kept me from going down a dark path for sure. And obviously you guys are watching it, so we appreciate you.
Yeah, you've watched us go all over the place.
Seriously. So, but for me, I wanted to really
thank you, and I'm sorry.
It created a vacuum. I had a lot of time, and I wanted to try to make the time useful. First couple weeks, man, I binged on Ozark, just kind of screwed off, and ate a bunch of food.
I have so much time, it's overwhelming.
Yeah, I treat it like a vacation, man. First couple weeks, I was happy.
It was only supposed to be 2 weeks.
I was like, whatever, man, we're gonna chill.
It was only supposed to. Remember that?
Yeah, we're gonna come back. I was like, all right, man.
See y'all in May, like April, whatever.
We got our final check, and I'm like, all right, I'm good. And then then reality kicked in and all that. But yeah, so I wanted to take the time. I wanted to make a count, make it worth it. Now I'm really glad I did because I didn't realize how long this was going to take. Because we were unemployed for 4 months.
Straight up.
So I really wanted to I just kind of looked inside myself and I said, it's time to get your shit together, dude. Yeah. Almost 30. Get your fucking shit together. I literally told myself that.
That's a conversation. That's a real conversation.
I said
same thing.
You got to man up. I mean, I just talked about Bitter Schoolian's book, but I just started thinking about my values, my goals, and my dreams, and in just a matter of the one question. This is a tough question to ask, and it's an even tougher one to answer. Do my short-term actions align with my long-term goals? And up to that point, the answer was absolutely not.
Right.
Absolutely not. So the morning routine was a way to start by taking ownership of the day, being on the offensive, and owning it and just getting it. So the time I wake up changes every single day. I give myself that flexibility because it depends on my appointments. If I have a 6 a.m., I'm getting up at 4:30, 5 o'clock. If I have someone later, I'm going to sleep in. So when I do the morning routine, doesn't matter as much, more so that I do it.
Yeah.
Versus early on the shutdown, I had nothing but time, so I was very rigid and regimented. Now I just have to do it. It has to get done by the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like by law.
By law, it's got to be done. So the routine is, I get up. Like I said, I'm going to get up whenever I need to. And
all of a sudden, I was awake.
Yeah. And the nice thing is everything I have is in a stack. Everything's together because I just grab the stack and I'm good to go. Like it's all together. I'm going to show you guys right here.
So he has his stack.
Everything I need to do is here, and it's just in a drawer that I grab. So the very first thing that I do is I read a verse out of Dr. Wayne Dyer's book, May He Rest in Peace, Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life. It's basically about taking Taoism, Taoist philosophy, and applying it to today, to 21st century living, and it's amazing. It's like kind of like a devotional, but without a faith component. There's no faith component. It's just straight up philosophy.
That reminds me, we still need to have that. And, we need to have the episode of you actually getting into Taoism.
Yep.
We need to have that episode.
Yeah, definitely. So just great philosophy book. So like a few pages of a verse. I'll read that. Puts me in a great state of mind. The very next thing I do is I go old school, sit in the lotus, 15 minutes, and I just do a breath meditation. And it's really hard. It takes time. And
sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you again. What's lotus?
The classic meditation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the same.
All right.
Crisscross applesauce.
Oh, okay. I got that one.
Yeah.
You should have said that.
So
I mean, like
crisscross applesauce.
lotus.
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
He's on a different plane.
Oh god, yeah, absolutely. So I do a 15-minute breath meditation, and actually I'll give you guys a quick tip. It's really easy for the monkey mind to kind of start really going wild when you sit down and you try to quiet yourself. Count. So what I do is I inhale 1, exhale 1, inhale 2, exhale 2. I'm thinking about my breath and I'm thinking about a number. It's easier to block out everything else going on.
For sure.
That's a great exercise, and
good.
It's hard. And I find the thing is you'll drift away. You just got to come back. You're gonna drift away. It's fine. You just always got to come back. So you just put that in your toolbox for later.
Well, I've always wondered why they made people in anger management do counting as well.
Oh, it's a great tool.
Same reason.
It's a great tool. Yeah. So I do the 15-minute breath meditation, and I'm zenned out. I actually feel really good after that. I'm really calm, And right after that, I have this little old school composition notebook, brings me back to middle school, and I write down the date and I write down 3 gratitudes. So, and I talk about the things that I'm grateful for, but the truth is really the people I'm grateful for. So typically it has to do with something that somebody did for me or some way that someone brought value and love to my life. And these guys are in here a few times. Don't tell them, but you know, a couple times.
The illustrations are incredible.
Yeah, they are. So so I do that. As soon as I get done with that, I sit down and I write a letter to somebody that I care about. So it's a friend, a client, a family member. It's basically somebody who is intentionally in my life and I'm intentionally in their life. So basically, if it's a client, it's somebody that's literally putting food on my table. They're supporting me. They're helping me build my career. If it's my friends or coworkers, or in this case, both, it's people that I love having a beer with and love spending time with, and we push each other to get better. And family, family's family. Hopefully you love them mostly.
Yeah, you don't have to like them, but you gotta love them.
So I write it, and it's great, and people love it. It's such a cool surprise because no one gets real mail anymore. Like you just get, you get
bills,
you get credit card offers, you get more credit card offers. Everybody wants to sell you that stupid extended warranty for your car,
which is pretty much the phone calls I've been getting while we've been trying to record,
which is really funny. So whenever someone gets a real piece of mail, it's a treat. It's a real treat, and it feels good to get it. So that's just a good way that I kind of connect with people. And then after I do those things, this next piece, I used to do it right after. I would read for an hour, which speaking of which, I'm reading Your Next 5 Moves by Patrick Bet-David. That's actually my 3rd time going through this book. It is a fantastic book. So if you're into business, entrepreneurship, productivity, buy this book, read it. I make no money telling you this, but just read it. Trust me. So I read for an hour, and that's one of those where if I have the time in the morning, I'll do it. Most of the time I don't because I have morning appointments. So I tell myself it's got to be at the latest that last hour before I go to bed. I got to read. So I have to train my body. I have to feed my mind.
That's the thing I'm having the most trouble. That's the thing I have the most trouble with because I've always written down I have to read. I have about 10 books up there that I haven't read yet.
Yeah.
My goal for this year was to read 20 books. It was, oh my God, this would be perfect for lockdown. I was reading more pre-unemployment than it would be now.
Yeah.
So I had less time to read and I was doing it more. Yeah. It was just because I had the routine.
That's all it is, yes. It's a habit. Yeah.
And I will tell you, I'm also one of the one. You actually are both better at this than I am. So just self-discipline. That is just one thing I struggle with.
Depends on what
To a point though, yeah. So it depends.
Just across the board for myself. Mm-hmm. So essentially doing the things I don't want to do, which is part of being an adult. That's pretty much where I struggle the most. And if I don't want to read, I'm not going to read, even though I know I should and I have to. So it's that's part of what actually drives me in my routine.
This is kind of random.
Doing things I don't want to do, that I have to do.
I just thought about this. I think one thing that's been a game changer for us, and this is something that we intentionally did. My wife and I, at our last place we lived, we had a TV in the living room,
but not in the bedroom.
And so we actually don't have a TV in the living room anymore. We haven't had one in the living room for almost 3 years now.
Oh wow! Usually it's backwards.
We watch TV before bed. We'll watch a movie. We don't have I didn't want to watch the news anymore. I didn't want to just have that constant toxic, all that stuff coming at me, throughout the entire day. You watch 5 minutes of ESPN. That's the whole day. You're going to see the same stuff over and over again. Nothing's going to change.
And if it's big enough news, it'll affect the sports world.
Yeah, someone's going to text you. You're going to get a notification or whatever. You're not going to see much new.
Right.
Monday morning to Monday night, probably nothing's going to change, except for obviously the game or whatever. But yeah. So the TV in the bedroom, I don't just turn the TV on just to watch. That helps because it's in the bedroom and I'm in the living room. There's that separation. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, that's true.
It helps.
Actually, that's because usually it's the other way around. They'll tell you to keep the TV out of your bedroom, put the TV in the living room. But that was just too much of a distraction for you.
No, not even that. It was just a matter of we had fallen into the habit of coming home. The habit of turning the TV on and not talking and just watching TV. Mm-hmm. So that's been one thing that we've done to remove a screen from between the two of us, so Lauren and I can communicate with each other better. Now the next frontier is really getting better about this, because I just like you guys, I use my phone to run our business, to run the social media stuff and everything, and it's good, it's a great tool, but to quote Ben Parker, Uncle Ben from Spider-Man,
The responsibility one?
with great power comes great
I'm sorry.
responsibility. He's
No.
fired. This will be his last episode.
I knew what the quote was, but
He's
I
done.
was like, how does that apply? And I got a name, so.
He's fired. We're just gonna green screen him.
I didn't get it. I didn't get it either.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They're
Next week's just gonna be DeMarco.
They're both done. They're both
Just
done.
that.
I know the
I'm
quote.
cool with it. Yeah. Fine. We'll just open another one just called Bros.
Yeah, do it.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, so that's been, I think that's been a game changer too.
Good. Yeah. Yeah.
So
So if you're struggling with your own routine, which honestly is most people, to be honest with you, and most people don't really even kind of realize it. So if you're lacking a routine and it's just leaking into your mental health or just what you're trying to do in life, books that we've actually read and it's actually helped.
yes,
You've mentioned The Power of Habit.
I love that book so much.
You really do. And
It's one of the best books I've ever read.
Yeah. I'd say the same thing about Atomic Habits by James Clear.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites.
Read both of them honestly, because they'll both really
Go
complement each other.
yours, then mine, because actually your book's mentioned in Atomic Habits.
Yeah.
Yes. So that one, James, that, but also The Perfect Day Formula. That is the only book I've read where it literally breaks down how to make your routine. You plan it for just quick context, summary. See, words are hard.
I told you.
Cliff notes
Words are
version.
hard.
Yeah.
Just a quick summary. Just you plan your day the night before, and you just stick to it by law. And truthfully, if you do that, life is just easier. You just, what do I do? And I do that. It's following directions. If you do it this way, you could put together an IKEA bookcase. You can actually do this. You just have to know what you're looking to do and follow the directions you've made for yourself.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone can go wrong with mapping it out the night before, but like what it looks like the next day could be different.
Mm-hmm.
It's, it's not a cookie cutter thing, so that's like whatever works for you. So follow that kind of blanket approach and make it your own.
Yeah. And try not to do too much. That's one thing I found myself doing. Trying to do too much in the day. Like keep some time to yourself.
Oh yeah.
Like for like your to-do list or like your routine. At most, maybe 7 things.
Oh yeah.
At most.
And I'll be honest with you guys, I love my morning routine, but there are some weeks where I go 4 for 5.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I go at least 3 for 5.
Yeah.
But like most of the weeks I'll say I go 5 for 5, but there are plenty of weeks where I get 4 days in, and I'm like, okay, it was great.
Yeah.
It's better than nothing.
I asked
And I'm happy.
I asked Sean the same question. Do you have anything that's just like must happen in your routine, where the whole thing's shot, or some things that are a little flexible?
So I'm very flexible with the reading, because I've read so much this year, and I'm very happy. I've hit my goals for my reading this year, and I also do YouTube videos and I listen to podcasts and that kind of stuff. But I would say my big one is they all kind of go together. They all kind of have to go together.
Mine's stretching. Even if I'm not working out that
The
day,
stretching,
I love to stretch.
Just for like the
I
mental.
agree.
Yeah, like I just feel obviously looser after I do and everything, and it's just I feel like
You're our little yogi.
yeah.
Yeah, our little
Well,
yogi.
I'll say this. I have to,
I need to do that.
whether it
I need
be
to stretch more.
physical or digital, like print or digital, I definitely have to consume some kind of content where I learn something. So it's actually kind of, this is a really cool shout out, and I would love to have you on the show one day, brother, because I love your content. It's fire, dude. Ryan Holiday, who you've read a couple of his books, they're great. I have too.
One's
He's
right there.
really into Stoicism. Ego is the enemy and stillness is the key. But anyways, he has the Daily Stoic. That's an Instagram page, and I'm actually on their email newsletter,
Isn't it?
and it's a book. And I get an email every single day, and it just gives you like a little Stoic maxim, and it relates it to 21st century living and to the pandemic, to
Jesus.
election uncertainty before, and all that kind of stuff. And it relates. It just gives you these really good little kind of like affirming messages of like focus on what you can control.
So, yeah, I gotta up my email game.
Oh, it's great. They're short too. They're he's smart because he emails you every day, but they're short, so they don't overwhelm you. And like he's figured out the formula with it. with the email stuff. But I that's one thing. I have to consume some kind of content that expands my mind.
Yeah. So that's why I flipped to Instagram, because like it's not all just like random stuff. Like I love the sports part of it.
There's a lot of education.
I follow Valuetainment, stuff like that.
Oh,
so
they're
like,
great. Yeah.
And I do that. That's actually what I do in the morning too. Like 7 a.m. I'll flip through it and like I won't go back on for the rest of the day. You know, where before I used to open it like 3 or 4 times a day.
That's what I need to work on.
Same.
I need to work on.
So I'll
it.
get
It's so
it
easy to
earlier
get
in the
lost.
day.
So easy.
But I like the emails because I have your blog posts obviously that get sent to me, and you show me physiconomics. Is that it?
Yeah, physiconomics.
This is great.
Yeah, so I love because they're digestible, they're small, so it's like same
And they're
thing,
not
it's like,
afraid of saying.
I'll try to read them.
Great
First one of the episode.
infographics too.
First one of the episode.
What's that?
Fuck. Second one of the episode.
There's been a couple from both of you. But
Yeah. Oh, well.
Every once in a while, it's
First
okay.
conscious.
no, I know, but
First conscious one.
yeah, well, whatever. But either way,
Yeah.
but like that's
That's
like,
why I like them.
I like reading those
They're
emails
right
too.
there.
You know,
Yeah.
it's something to like. I think everyone should learn a little something every day, even if it's just expanding on something you already know or completely new. Yeah, I don't feel accomplished at the end of the day if I don't do that.
Awesome.
In some capacity.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I've been meaning to, honestly, I've been wanting to do that, been meaning to do that, and it's just, it comes down, for me, it comes down to that self-discipline, like the reading, the wanting to do it. I just have to just do it.
Well, if I can't read a full book, or obviously not a full book, but like, I'm a slow ass reader.
Yeah.
But
That's
like
all
an
right.
email, you know, it's a little bit easier.
Dude, you are.
I went to public school too.
You
Yeah.
are a slow reader.
Yeah.
I just can't do.
I love you, but you're
yeah.
slow as a reader.
Yeah.
Okay. We all have our character flaws.
Yeah, I went to public school too, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not, yeah, quite literally, but the audiobooks,
Or
those
illiterate.
are my jam. If I'm
Those are crushable. And you can
Oh,
kick
it's
up the
really
speed too if you want to. Like some people like to listen to them like
Yeah, just slow down of anything.
0.25 extra.
I do
Yeah.
both. So if I like getting the audiobook and then actually having the hard copy.
I'm gonna
and
try
I'll
that
speed
one
it
of
up
these days.
to actually my reading speed.
I'm gonna do that with this next time I read it.
Well, because I drive so much now, that's why audiobooks it makes more sense for me. Because like
It
if I
does.
have nothing else to do, I love music, but
Yeah.
I
Like podcasts or something.
yeah. Well, I do the podcast too.
You should do that too.
That's what I do. I listen to these. I don't watch them obviously, but
Yeah. No, you don't. I don't consider it superior to read a book versus listening.
Okay.
Content's content. So
Yeah, and
No,
everyone has their own learning.
I give you a
styles.
hard time, but however you consume the content doesn't matter.
No, yeah,
If
I-
you get it and learn and apply it, that's
right.
the
It
key.
makes a lot
Yeah,
more sense.
like learning style.
Yeah.
Same thing. Some people
Exactly.
learn more through that. Some
Absolutely.
learn better hands-on.
True.
Visual, verbal.
Definitely.
Some learn while teaching.
Oh, 100%. Which I would say that's definitely the three of us, for sure.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, that is
So-
actually true. 5.
We'll get a counter going.
Sorry, Cam.
It's all good.
Yeah.
All right, well, you guys have anything else you want to add, or
That'll do it.
wrap this one up?
Just that I love you.
I love you too, dude. I really do.
Don't fucking touch me.
This guy's letting me come over. This guy's letting me come over and use his dojo to work out, man. I don't have a
Yeah.
40K bell, so it's been nice.
Yeah, Dojo is that's been a lifesaver too.
Yeah, and that's another thing I'll say. As far as like
The dojo is my place downstairs. I think we may have mentioned it.
it's his
but
gym, yeah.
Yeah, it's my little workout space downstairs where I have my clients.
And when it comes to like a routine and getting in shape, building a business, whatever you want to do, get around people that are trying to do the same thing and push each other. Give each other that peer pressure. Nudge each other. I nudge him all the time to get his ass in gear.
Peer pressure,
Read more of
yeah.
that book. I'm nudging him. He's nudging me. He's training me. Keeping my butt in gear with the workouts. And we're giving each other deadlines for things that we want to do. And we've got to.
That's a good investigation for someone as well. Kind of look at the herd.
Yeah,
Look at the
absolutely.
herd around him. I think it's a Kerwin Ray. I think
It's probably a separate episode. That'd be good to talk about.
Oh yeah. Just the best way to sum it is like Kerwin Ray. It's like you can't outrun a bad herd if you choose to run with it.
Yeah, you got to get the right people around you, man.
Yep.
Because I don't care how good you are. You can be smart as hell. You can be a hard ass worker. I'll tell you.
If you have 4 people around you saying what you're doing is stupid, you're gonna think it's stupid.
Right. But then you have there's a military term. It's called a force multiplier. So this is like talking about like combat, for instance. I mean, I'm sure your brother's probably heard about all this stuff in his basic training stuff. But basically, force multiplier is like, let's say you have one man or one woman with a weapon. They can defend so much ground. For instance, if it's a defense kind of situation, 2 can do more, 3 can do more. You know what I mean? So just having more people isn't necessarily better. If you have more strong, skilled, capable people, your group will become better. And you will become better because you're going to have to step your game up.
And if you're all going in the same direction.
and if you're all going the same direction.
Mhm.
So
That's probably the biggest part. Make sure they're all going the same direction,
yeah,
which is up.
Yeah, and that's where I'm going to give one more shout out to him. That's where if you guys are, anybody wants to do a business or anything like that, read this book because it goes into all that kind of stuff. Starting off with going deep into what you want and what your goals and dreams are. So, all right, well, guys, I think that's about it. I'm going to thank you guys all so much for watching. And we've really enjoyed doing this show. We are not going to be slowing down, don't you worry. We're going to be giving you one every single Friday.
We'll go slower the more beers we have, but
yeah.
We'll turn it out still.
Definitely, Adam. We're gonna keep rocking and rolling. Definitely enjoy this. Please comment below. Let us know what you thought about this episode. Let me know what kind of content you want. If you have somebody who wants to be on the show, send us their information. We'd love to reach out to them. If they're if they're kind of our kind of people, kind of if their values align with ours, we'd love to have them on. And I guess I'm gonna leave you guys with one of my favorite maxims for 2020: train your body, feed your mind. Thank you, guys.
I was gonna say put it in my butt. Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he changed it.
Yeah, well, that's after.
Oh, was that a different episode?
Oh,
sorry. Wrong podcast. Sorry,
this
guys.
guy.
My fault.
You gotta pay for that.
Yeah.
I'm literally keeping that in the episode because I think that's funny as hell.
That's why
that couldn't have been more perfectly timed.
It was about 20 minutes.
That's good.
Hell
That's
yeah.
good.
And I already have to pee again.
What time you got, Sean?
1:39.
Yes.
Do you have to leave it too?
Yes.
Oh God, I'm kidding.